Hi, what's up, Colton, or talking to you from Colton RV in North Tonawanda. I'm going to do a walk-around demonstration on a 34 PA Allegro, and I'm going to do a drive demo for you as well. So I want to get started. This is a beautiful coach, beautiful company. Bob Tiffin and his family own it. It's individually owned and operated. It's in Colton RV. We have a great coach here. It's got the Barcelona paint job on it. It's on a 26,000 pound chassis Ford. It's got a BASF paint that has on it. They do their own paint job. On the front they have a nice diamond shield plating that covers it over top of it. They have a nice little doggy window. Here is the door. The door is great. It has power steps. It has a nice latch on here. Keep it closed and secured. As we're going through it, I just want to talk about the nice big awning that it has. It's enclosed and encased in aluminum to help protect it against the UV rays. As we kind of work on, we got the windows, the galley window, and then I'm going to go through some of the compartments as well. So they have a really great storage compartment. It's a pass-through storage compartment. It's got a 2-inch block foam insulation, so that you could use it for 3.5 season camping. They have also a piano hinge from top to bottom to give you a lot of strength for that door and that compartment. It's like closing a house door. It closes very, very nice. Another compartment over here. Gives you some extra floor tile in case you drop a glass or something on it. We also have a nice pass-through storage over there where you can put chairs and tables. These are your extra chairs for the dinette and the inside the coach. Here we got a nice big TV, LG with a sound bar. There's another pass-through storage compartment. This is optioned with a central vac system. Here's all your attachments and hoses. And there's an outlet inside to use. This is upgraded with, instead of the 10-gallon hot water tank, they use the Truma AquaGo, which is like a tankless water heater. This is your storage compartment for your fresh water. There's your valve to dump it. It's great that they put the sensors on the outside of it, so if you ever have to replace one, you don't have to replace the whole tank. This is your gravity fill. So if you want to have to put a hose directly right in here, you can do it from both sides. You can fill it from this side or from your water system on the other side. This is your propane tank area. Got another nice through, lots of storage pass through, easy to wipe out and keep clean. And then you have your propane down here to get it filled, and it's got gauges to let you know how much you have, as well as that gauges inside. Where your batteries and your disconnect for your batteries are, for your house batteries. You got another pass-through storage. It also has a texture on it, so stuff won't slide around as much. They're just thinking about, when you have stuff underneath. The great thing with this coach is it has a fiberglass roof on it. It's a one-piece molded roof. The reason why they put extra material on the edges so that it's stronger, so that over time, from when it's kind of torquing when it goes down the road, that it's got more strength, so they're not putting that pressure on those corners. Also, because it comes in pre-molded, you're not strapping it down, and it just gives you a little bit more flexibility on it. This has a ladder up there, so it's rated for 300 pounds. You can go on the roof. You must be very, very careful with it. If you ever have to check anything, your air conditioners and such. This has got a 5,000 pound braided hitch with a 500 hitch weight, but the hitch probably get about 4,500 depending on what you're putting in. The rear fill for your fuel tank is right here. On this side of it, where you're going to get your 50 amp power cord. You got your surge guard protector over here, and as well as you got your Magnum inverter right there. There's a little spot here for your hose to go through it. wire. There we got the generator. There's a 5500 is a standard generator. They upgraded this model for the 7000. It's an Onan Cummins. It'll work everything. Your AC units. It'll work everything inside. Another thing too that Tiffin does, just to put this on here for a stop guard, just to make sure that it doesn't overextend or bang into something else. Got Alcoa rims over here. As I was talking to you about the paint job as well, they do it in their own facility. Tiffin's built in Red Bay, Alabama. Their paint facility is in Mississippi. It's about 10 minutes away, right on the border. So this is your water compartment. So this is great how they set it up for you. You got your bypass, you got your city water connection here. You can keep everything closed and locked by putting that in here. You got a black tank flush system, a GFI outlet. You have either a tripod or cable if you had that at a campsite. We have your outdoor shower, hot and cold. Your water pump, you can turn it on. You got a light switch here as well. And then you have your city fill or your tank fill. So if you wanted to fill your fresh water tanks, you can. Right here you have your valves to release your water tanks, your hot and your cold. This is the other side. So Tiffin's great. So they actually give you a sewer hose when you purchase a new motorhome. This also has two furnaces, which is great. So one is going to be for the rear of the coach, so you can adjust your temperatures accordingly, and then you'll have one for the front of your coach. Some people may like it a little cooler when they're sleeping, so you can have that adjusted as well. So this is your hydraulic area. So your hydraulics, there's actually 6 ports because you're going to have your 2 hydraulic slides and then your 4 hydraulic jacks. And you want to also, when it is up, you want to make sure that's when you're filling it. You do not want to check this when it's down because there'll be less fluid in there. This also is obtained with a multiplex wiring system. So what that does is they actually use 30 to 40% less wiring, so it's just 30-40% less chances of having a screw or a nail go through something. Also, it's a benefit too. It's just easier to work with. And if something a breaker ever goes, a button will pop out and it'll turn white, bright white for you, so you'll be able to see it easy. They have 22.5-inch tires, which gives you, on a 26,000 pound chassis, is a very big chassis, very heavy. They want to make sure that you get a nice ride. You can support all the weight and have a more comfortable ride. Michelin tires, they all use that on all their motorhomes. They're one of the best tires in the industry. They have a automotive style windshield that they put in. It's all made of fiberglass and aluminum. They don't put any steel in it because steel, when it gets wet or moisture, it rusts. It's just a great system. They do this all in-house at Tiffin. Now I'm going to go give you an inside demonstration on the stuff that's inside. I have the coach closed right now, so I'm going to demonstrate opening it. So here's the first keys that you want to do. You want to make sure you turn the battery disconnect on. Put your lights on. Here's a nice thing. You don't really get to see this a lot when you go looking at motorhomes, but we have it all opened up for you to take a look at. So it's plenty of walkable space to go all the way to the restroom, to get something to drink. You can even make it back to the bedroom if you wanted to take a nap while you're driving. All right, we're going to come up front to get these slides open. So once you get the battery disconnect on, and since I'm not plugged in right now, I want to turn the generator on. So I'm going to sit down here. I'm going to hit the auxiliary just to give it a little battery boost. Wait till the light comes on, and then I'm going to start. And I got it started. I'm just gonna, it's a little cool out, so I'm gonna leave it run for a minute. Make sure we got that. Also, another indication of putting the slide out, you need to put the parking brake down. That's like a safety mechanism. And as well as you gotta start the coach because they want to be able to use more batteries. So with that being said, I'm gonna start, I'm gonna do the slides in the front first, which are hydraulic, and then I'll move to the rear and I'll put those in. A couple years ago, they made a change here and they put the buttons on the chairs. This is great too because they also made this into a remote control, so I can do this from outside if I wanted to too. There's a battery. You have to change that out every couple of years. So I like to do, before I bring the slides out, I want to bring them in just to make sure that they're calibrated and that's all set. And then I'm going to hit it out and just kind of watch it. Make sure my chair, so I don't have it hit or rip. And I want to watch it. I can stop it at any time as well. It's hydraulic and it does go flush to the floor. And I can put my in the back. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go back and I'll do the other 3 slides from in the rear of the coach. This is spider control panel right here. I am going to go and hit the slide button. And so once again, I am going to do the retract. And then I will do the extend just to kind of calibrate it. And I'm putting the slide out on the passenger side right now. Same thing. Now the back ones are electrical, are electric, so I want to make sure that I retract it in, and then I'm going to slowly put it out. These go straight in and straight out, but I always try to get that generator on to help you, give you that extra boost. As if for some reason you didn't have your generator on, your battery's a little weak, it could spit out and it could go out a little crooked or uneven, and then you could have potential problems with that as well. So I'm going to retract the bed slide, and then I'm going to put it out and kind of just keep an eye on it. Also, the gaskets right here, you do want to keep them lubricated, because what happens is when it's closed up for a while, they really stick together and you're putting more strain on the motor. Once this is out, I'm going to start from the front of the coach and then we'll work our way towards the back, just so I don't miss anything. Alright, so as we walk into the coach, we got your stairs, so we got everything all slides open right now. So you got the passenger chair, it does swivel all the way around. It's awesome, it's very simple and easy. Just pop this here. You do have to get it in a position. Pull forward so it'll come all the way around. There is an option too that some of them have with the power footrest, which is nice. They only do it on the passenger seat because if there was ever a malfunction or something on the driver's seat, you wouldn't be able to touch the brake. But that's that. Your armrest. As I stated earlier, it's got a dog window, but it's actually nice to see, to check, see if anybody's walking by the coach. You got the nice big windshield. Tiffin's come standard with 4 TVs. They have 1 on the exterior and 3 on the interior. We have 1 over here, and I'll show you the other 2 as we get to them. You have outlets here for your air conditioning and for your heater. We have drink holders. They came up and they redesigned the dash. They got it. This one is capable. It has the in-dash Backup cameras, side cameras on both sides, right and left. And then this is also, they have it upgraded with the navigation system, so you can enter your height and your width. So when you're going down the road or you're on a trip, and it won't take you down the wrong road. You have your fans up here for if it's very humid or if you want a little fresh air. You have a high and low. Your solar shades, your night shades, and then you can have your radio on without having the engine on. Over here, you want to make sure you got you have a power window. That's an option right here. This is the generator. The generator has 56 hours on it. You have map lights, so if you need it at night for to look at something, you can turn that on. You have speakers also up here. The great thing with Ford is they got a new your cruise control right here and your horn. You turn it on and off, and you can adjust and accelerate right through here. It's got all your gauges very well established. It says a 6-speed transmission. It says 421. It says 321. That's a 5-speed transmission. But the chairs are made of flex steel, which is a very nice product. They use it in all the higher end motorhomes. You got a lumbar support. You can change your positions as well. You have power mirrors on the top. Alright, so now we're going to go into kind of the living area space here. So we have the flex steel couch. There is a hide-a-bed underneath here. It's an air mattress. It's enclosed. It's a very nice bed for 2 people. It's a queen size. We have all their cabinetry and all their woodwork is done right in Red Bay, Alabama, which is great. So they can be unique and stuff with their wood materials where some of the other companies aren't. So it's got lots of storage. There's no wrap wood. It's all solid hardwood. Very nice hinges too, so you can keep it up. You don't got something hitting you. When you have the chairs positioned around, you got a nice fireplace. It does put out heat. You can also turn that off as well. We have a nice 46-inch TV right here, so that's your second TV. This one was optioned. There's 3 options that they have for their dinette station. So this is a computer workstation where it has nice big chairs for you to sit down and they're stable. You also have a filing cabinet over here, and then you have some nice drawers. There also is some storage under here as well as a subwoofer for your sound, for your surround sound, so it really makes it nice in here when you're watching TV and movies. And then on the other side there's an option here for a pull-out tray for your laptop. And then down here you have an option for, you can put a small printer and there's an outlet underneath there. Then the 2 other chairs are still underneath, stored underneath. This table does extend out, so you can seat up to 4 to 5 people if you need. Alright, I'm going to move into the kitchen area. So we got some more storage and adjustable shelves. This one does have option with the oven. They did a new Furrion oven with a cooktop. It's a 3-burner Furrion cooktop, which is really nice. The great thing with this here is you don't have to get down and light the pilot anymore. It's all done through up here, and then once you get the pilot going on, you set the temperature and you're all set. And there's also a timer in there as well. Great thing is they have a nice big stainless steel 2 sinks, so you have a wash, a rinse, and then you can set stuff to dry. Nice covers too. You have an extender here too, so you can fill up a bigger pot of water or a coffee pot, which is nice. A couple of years ago too, they added the galley window, which is a great feature. It actually gives a lot more sunlight. A lot of people are very, very impressed with it. Here we just have more storage as well. So as we go back to here, we have the residential refrigerator. I believe it's a Whirlpool. Very big, very large. You can fit a full pizza box in here if you had to. You got your vegetables and lunch meat, and then you got a nice big freezer. We are winterized right now, but you got a lot of stuff and a lot of storage to keep your stuff there for a long trip. And then here behind us, we have, I said about the multiplex wiring system. So this is another check too. So here's your switches and stuff. And then you have your breaker panels right here. So if you ever had something trip, you just check right there. Here's your central vac outlet. There's no switch to turn on and off. Once you put the hose in, it'll kick on automatically, and then once you pull it out, it'll shut off. That's just a vent behind the shower. Multiplex wiring. So you have all your lights and your task lights. You have your fans are all powered, so you can open the lid. And there's 3 speeds on them as well. Coming into the bathroom, the first thing that we notice is we got the nice big stackable washer dryer. You know, to do your clothes and stuff. You need to have either generator on or plugged in. It does not work off battery power. You have a nice big shower. To get in here, you know, you've got adjusters and stuff. You can put it in different areas, but it's nice and big. And then you have your skylight, so you can be up there. Nice little seat here too if you need to, or keep some shampoo on there. Great thing about the toilet, you got your foot pedal right here. You have a little spot here to keep extra toilet paper or keep some magazines if you like. There's 2 types. There's ceramic, which this is, and then there's plastic as well. But that's yours. Over here you got your sink, solid surface counter upgrade. Nice big medicine cabinet right here. Another thing is he puts the stoppers on it so it doesn't go hitting and damaging the wood. This wood is great. I've talked to people. You can use some wood polish on it, and it stays this nice for years to come. All right, now we're heading into the bedroom area. So this is there's two options. You have the king bed, and then you also can get a queen bed option. With the king bed, you have walk around. It's a memory foam gel infused. So up here is huge storage for people that are keeping a lot of clothes and sweaters and sweatshirts and stuff like that. You have reading lights above you. You got your power facility. You have your USB on that side. You have USB on this side. You have little doors to store some knickknacks or watches or jewelry or whatever you need to do under there. And then underneath here, some more storage for you. So they did change this up, so you got still some storage and you can put some stuff in the way back, but they added these drawers for you, which is really nice. And then your TV. So everybody's like, well, I want to watch your TV in bed or something. You just release, and then you can turn it, and you can put it at the angle if you're sleeping or whatever, if you're taking a rest on the bed before you go to sleep. They have, there's your Blu-ray, LG Blu-ray player, and then there's your Wally Dish Network box that comes with it. Standard, you can change it over to DirecTV if that's what you need. Not a big deal. And then we have here, you have some more drawers and storage, all made of real wood, you know, very well built. And then here for your dirty laundry compartment right here, so that you can put all your stuff in there. And then the great thing here too is you got lots of storage, lights, hangers and stuff as well. And then you just have more storage in the garbage can. And then they have 4 more drawers here with a little optional storage right here. One thing too is with having their AC units, they have a special thing. There's no, on the ceiling, it's a soft touch. It's very well insulated. This is your sensor here for your heat. There's one out there as well, so because heat rises. But with the AC units, it's a fully ducted AC. It's called the extraordinary air conditioner. There's no big register that's in here. So when you do have both ACs on, it's a lot quieter for you, so it's easier to talk and when you're eating out there or when you're trying to sleep. But it's a great system. It's fully insulated, all aluminum all the way around the channels, because that makes it quieter too. It doesn't have it's not touching the foam. When you get hot and cold, touch foam, you get water and condensation, and you could potentially get mold and mildew from that. So that's one of the reasons why they do it. But one side's the return, which I believe this is, and then this is the blowout over here. So now I'm going to get ready to kind of close her up, and we're going to go for a little ride demonstration on here. So as I said, with it being out, I want to extend some more. I'll do this one first and just make sure it's ready, and then I'm going to retract. And you just want to double check. I'm doing this one actually. Okay, now I'm going to do the bedrooms. You want to make sure your doors are all closed, but you didn't leave any cabinets or doors or the TV out before you go putting the slides out. It's a check. You should have a checklist before every time you come in and out and get ready to set up and leave your campsite. And I'm gonna do the bed. You're gonna come. Make sure that your chairs are positioned so that they won't rock or tip while you're driving. And I'm going to bring the last slide in right here. So I'm going to extend, and then I will retract it. Before we go on our road trip, I'm going to take a walk around just to make sure all the cabinet doors are secured and the door for the TV secured and the awning is closed and stuff. Alright, I'm going to do a quick check on the outside just to kind of make sure we're ready to go for our trip. So I got all these are nice and secured. Flat. We have a license plate on over here. Alright, a couple checks before you want to leave too is you want to make sure the shower is latched and all your doors in the back like I said. So I'm just going to do my quick check just to make sure that we're latched all in our shower so they don't go sliding and banging. And just make sure this door is latched and secured, and your faucet and your tables and stuff so there's nothing sliding around for you. Alright, so I started the engine earlier. I want to make sure that I get my nice position. I did put the emergency brake down in, so I'm going to have to release the emergency brake. I'm going to make sure that I get buckled. The big one goes into here, and only the small one will go into here when you disconnect. Alright, so I'm going to check my mirrors. The bottom mirrors aren't powered, but they're in good shape. I'm just going to adjust my right side mirror. get it in a nice position so I can see the side of the coach. And then I'm going to do my left side as well, which is pretty good position right here. You want to make sure you turn your lights on, which I just did. I'm started, I'm ready to go. Check everything, both sides, and we are off. The armrests do adjust for you, which is great. People have different size arms. You can be higher or lower, and just relax and enjoy the ride. So I always, you're driving something that's heavier and it's a little bigger, so you always want to start braking a little more ahead of time than you would be on a car. You just have a lot more coach and a lot more weight that you're trying to slow down when you're driving. And also when you're driving one of these, you're on vacation most likely, so you're not in any big rush or big hurry to get anywhere. So we give a great demonstration too for first timers who've never done it before. We take them over to a parking lot. We have permission from a fire hall to use their parking lot to kind of train you and teach you on the do's and don'ts, and just to get a little comfortable before you go on the open road. This is the parking lot that we use. We do have a vehicle in here. I just love the turn radius. So this arrow up here, I'm just going to do a 360 turnaround and just show you the turn radius on this, which is great to make those sharp turns. Your 34 PA, it's actually 36 feet 1 inch long, which is great. It's not real long, it's not real short. The great thing about a 34 PA is it's got 4 slides, but it's got a nice big chassis to handle the extra weight of each slide. So it's like getting it as close to a diesel without the diesel price tag. But it's very nice. I mean, it's a nice smooth ride. The great thing too with the navigation system is it'll tell you when your turns are coming up. You can set programs and distances and destinations in there, as well as your home, and you can store it right in there. So then all you have to do is hit a button.
So Chuck, how long have you been at Colton RV?
So I've been doing this for October, will be 5 years. We sell a lot of Tiffins at the Hershey RV show every middle of September. But they are one of the best built motorhomes in the industry. They have an owner that is fantastic, that you can have his phone number and call him, and if he's at his desk, he'll talk to you. If you have a question or a concern or something, it's just a great, really friendly customer service company, and that's how they're built on, and that's their name, Tiffin. And
I kind of hear that you kind of specialize on the Tiffin Motorhomes.
I do. I specialize on them. I think when you're going to spend this type of money, that you want to really buy, and if you're spending this much money, you want to buy from a company that stands behind their products and that go above and beyond, and they have a great warranty and then they have a great owner and they have a great family that you can get them, that stands behind their product. And then Colton RV is very good too. We've been selling these. Tiffin's been in business since 1972, and I believe Colton started in 1962 with conversion vans. So we're 3 generations. It's just a great company to work for, and Tiffin's a great brand, and hopefully we'll hear from you soon if you need anything. Again, my name is Chuck Parch, and give me a holler or give me a text or whatever, and I'll help you out. Love to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.